Justice. It's a word that resonates with the deepest parts of our humanity. From the dawn of civilization to the present day, the pursuit of justice has driven societies to create laws, build courts, and even wage wars. But what is justice? Is it a universal truth, or does it change with time, culture, and circumstance? In this exploration, we dive deep into the philosophical underpinnings of justice, asking whether it is an attainable reality or merely a noble myth. The concept of justice has long fascinated philosophers. For the ancient Greeks, justice was not just about the laws of the state, it was about the moral fabric of society.
Plato, one of the most influential thinkers in Western philosophy, believed that justice was a harmony within the soul and the state. According to Plato, a just society is one where each individual plays their role in accordance with their nature, leading to a harmonious whole.
Plato argued that the human soul consists of reason, spirit, and appetite. Justice, for Plato, is the balance among these parts, where reason governs, spirit supports reason, and appetite is controlled. In Plato's ideal society, rulers are philosopher-kings, soldiers are courageous, and producers are content with their roles. Justice is achieved when everyone fulfills their designated role.
Aristotle defined justice as a virtue promoting fairness and equality. He distinguished between distributive justice, which allocates resources according to merit, and corrective justice, which rectifies imbalances.
Plato and Aristotle's ideas influenced Western legal and moral philosophy, shaping the development of legal systems in ancient Rome and modern democracies.
These ancient philosophies remind us that justice is not just about laws, but also about ethical principles guiding society. How do these ideas hold up in today's complex world?
The 20th century brought new dimensions to justice with John Rawls's theory of justice as fairness. Rawls proposed that a just society is one where institutions benefit everyone, especially the least advantaged. But how do we determine fairness in a world of inequality?
Rawls's original position involves designing a society from behind a veil of ignorance, ensuring fairness by removing personal biases.
Rawls articulated two principles of justice. The first principle is equal rights to the most extensive basic liberties, compatible with similar liberties for others. The second principle states that inequalities are acceptable if they benefit the least advantaged and are attached to positions open to all under fair conditions.
Rawls's theory has influenced debates on welfare, affirmative action, and economic inequality, offering a framework for evaluating fairness.
Rawls challenges us to consider fairness beyond legality. His ideas push us to think about justice in practical terms. But is fairness alone enough to achieve true justice? Justice and power, the dynamics of authority. Justice is often intertwined with power. History shows that power can uphold or undermine justice. How does power influence our understanding of justice? Can true justice be served when power is concentrated in the hands of a few?
Power dynamics significantly affect justice. Those in power influence legal systems and may perpetuate injustices. Take colonial justice, for instance. Colonial powers imposed legal systems that controlled and exploited local populations. The civil rights movement highlighted systemic racism and the role of power in maintaining inequality.
Despite challenges, history shows that justice can be achieved when power is challenged, like during the Nuremberg trials.
Justice and power are complexly interwoven. While power can corrupt, it can also uphold justice. Can true justice be achieved in an unequal world?
The quest for global justice. In an interconnected world, the quest for justice extends beyond borders. Can there be a universal standard of justice, or are we bound by cultural and political differences? As we seek global justice, we face new challenges and opportunities.
Institutions like the International Criminal Court aim to provide global justice, transcending national boundaries. However, issues like sovereignty, cultural differences, and unequal power distribution present significant challenges. The effectiveness of international justice systems is often questioned.
Case studies like the Nuremberg trials, which held Nazi leaders accountable, set a precedent for international justice. The ICTR aimed to bring justice after the Rwandan genocide but faced limitations.
As we seek global justice, we must ask, can we ever achieve a truly just world, or is global justice an ideal we continue to strive for?
Justice for all, myth or reality? The 21st century presents new challenges and movements. From climate justice to racial equality, modern movements challenge our understanding of justice. Is true justice attainable, or is it a myth we chase?
Modern justice movements are reshaping our world. Climate justice addresses the disproportionate impacts of environmental degradation. Racial justice highlights systemic racism and calls for reform. Economic justice advocates for policies addressing income inequality.
Is justice a constantly evolving concept or a fixed ideal we strive toward?
Justice may be both a myth and a reality, a guiding star we strive for while dealing with world imperfections. As we pursue justice, we must stay vigilant and compassionate.
Justice is a journey, not a destination. It challenges us to look beyond ourselves and strive for a world where fairness and equality prevail. Whether justice is a myth or a reality depends on our collective efforts to understand, advocate, and act. Join us in the pursuit of justice and be part of creating a fairer world for all.